what's going on here. The Diamondbacks, the way they played yesterday, I mean, you kidding me? Ohtani was dominant, and they still found a way. So it's getting fun. It's really getting fun, and you gotta love this.
Yeah, you mentioned Shohei Ohtani. He made his 100th career start yesterday for the Los Angeles Dodgers. As Lauren mentioned, it was his longest outing of the season. And just these numbers here to put what he has done in perspective. Lowest opponent average through 100 career starts among pitchers to debut since 1900. Herb Score, your boy, at 194. And don't sleep on Easy Ed Rulebach. And then Shohei Ohtani. Now, the difference is Shohei Ohtani, unlike everyone else on that board, he can hit the ball 465 feet. Also, highest K per 9 through 100 career starts to debut since 1900. There's some familiar names on this list. Glasnow, Peralta, Darvish, and Corbin Burns. And right there behind him, Shohei Ohtani at 11.4 strikeouts per 9. He had 8 strikeouts yesterday in 6 innings of work. It's hard to call. It's weird to say that he is an X factor because of his greatness. He's the best player in the world, maybe in the history of the game. But how is he going to be deployed by the Dodgers? When could we see him in postseason games? I think it's going to be fascinating to see his usage come October.
Yeah, no, I mean, Rofo, when you look at things right now, this is lining up exactly how the Dodgers had planned it with Shohei Ohtani. I mean, he, when he was coming back from the Tommy John surgery, we saw, he's going 1 inning, 2 innings, 3 innings. Then all of a sudden we see last night, he's finally at the spot, 6 innings pitched. The last couple outings, he's looked like one of the best pitchers in baseball, 91 pitches, and here comes the postseason. So they lined it up perfectly. I feel like they've played this so well. But when you look at Shohei Ohtani, and you're talking about, some of these names right here, his fielding independent pitching, which means that the pitcher controls the home runs, the Ks and the walks, right? He's the best pitcher in baseball right here. Look at these. Look at by a wide margin. Look at this right here. Ohtani, Rogers, Skeen, Skubal, Sanchez, and Webb. Look at it. He's got a 191. We could arguably say right now at this time, Shohei Ohtani is coming into it to really being one of the best pitchers, if not the best pitcher in the game with some of his stuff. I mean, when you see Ohtani and what he has, it's pretty incredible. I want to go back to last night of some of the pitches that he has, because when you look at his stuff, when he first came into this league in 2018, he was really a 3-pitch mix. 4-seamer, sweeper, splitter, a little bit of a curveball. 2025, this is what we're looking at right here against right-handed hitters right here. He goes 4-seamer, sweeper, split, curveball. He can hit you with a sinker, slider, and a cutter, which is pretty incredible. So when facing a guy like Shohei Ohtani, man, it'll make your head spin up. It makes me think back to Roy Halladay and how nasty he was. But you look at this at bat right here. He's going to go fastball up to Alexander. Then he comes back in with 98 in, throwing. And then here he comes right here with a sweeper 85. That pitch has been one of his biggest go-to pitches. 99 top rail. Then he hits you with a kind of a backup slider there. He didn't get through it on that one. 99 in now. Alexander's like, what are we doing? And right there, he hits him with an 88-mile-an-hour sweeper. So impressive against right-handed hitters. Now here's another one. 87 hits McCann. McCann loses his bat. There's a slider. There's a sweeper. The sweeper's more east to west. The slider's more north to south. Another sweeper there off the dish. Comes back at McCann. There's 100 on the black inside. See you later. So impressive. Now he switches it up. When he goes against left-handers, back in 18, he was more of a 4-pitch mix. The curveball was more of a factor. Now against lefties now, look at that right there. He's flipped it up. 44 to the 4-seamer. Look at the split. Not so much usage. When he first came in the league, he was really a fastball split guy. Doesn't throw it as much because he's got the cutter now, the slider, and the sinker. These at-bats were so impressive last night when you watched Ohtani, line it up. It was absolutely incredible. He goes against Vargas. Watch this right here. This is a backup cutter that he hits right on the outside black. Now, this is the curveball. This is the equalizer right here against lefties. Hits him with the curveball, hits him with the split down, and then there's the 99-mile-an-hour fastball. When you see 4 pitches right here, you're just a little bit on the defensive, and I think that's what he does so well in the zone. You just don't know where to go pattern-wise. There's another cutter. His cutter almost acts like a two-seamer at times. Another cutter in, there's that curveball. 76 miles an hour on the curveball. And then he says, and here's another one, McCarthy, because you missed on 76, here's 80. Now this is the at-bat right here. A couple of bats against Corbin Carroll. So impressive. 98 in. Not going to try and get outside over the plate. 99 in again. In on the hands. Comes back with the fastball again. Trying to speed up Carroll. Try to speed him up. There's the slider, which really looks like a split finger. But look at that curve right there. An 80-mile-an-hour hook. The deception on the 12-6 hook makes it look like a fastball up, and it's not. Hits him with a 99 again. I mean, this is textbook. This is an absolute masterclass of pitching right here. Hits him with another slider at 88 down. Here comes that four-seamer top rail, and then he comes back with slider. Looks like a split, doesn't it? But it's not. It's a slider. There's the curveball, 78. No chase. Carroll's putting together a great at-bat right here. Then he hits him with a backup. It was a backup sweeper right there. And then 101 on the outside black against Corbin Carroll. I mean, this is so impressive to watch that game last night and to watch how he navigates. Watch this right here. Oh, man, if you could pause, you know what, right there, if you could pause that right there. When you're facing a guy like Shohei Ohtani as a lefty, and he can hit you with that 99-mile-an-hour fastball, top rail, and this is why the curveball has become such a weapon for him against left-handed hitters. You watch the tunnel right here, right there. Stop it right there. So this ball's a heater. That one's the curveball that's coming down. As a hitter, my vision, it's just you're messing up my vision and my timing because I got a split second to decide whether I'm going to swing. When I see that ball up initially, you can watch Corbin Carroll. He ends up giving up on that, thinking it's a heater top rail, and that's why it's just, look at that right there. I mean, it's incredible. So, man, when you watch Shohei Ohtani right now and you see what he's doing right here, the pitch, the repertoire. This guy's anywhere from 98 point. It is laughable actually. 98.5 with a max velocity of 101.7 to 72.5. Almost a 30-mile-an-hour difference that you need to navigate as a hitter. So the Dodgers are right where they want to be right now with Shohei doing what he's doing, and this is lining up perfectly for the postseason. I'd have to think right now he's their ace.
All these outings of 3-4 innings, it was all by design to get here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, there's a very good chance that we'll see some of those starters in that struggling Dodgers bullpen. So I think they're going to be fine. Blake Snell, Ryan Nelson, that is your pitching matchup tonight in Arizona. Obviously, a very huge game for the Arizona Diamondbacks. They're all huge from here on out. So
Tom Verducci getting ready to go on the road for American League coverage on Fox, making us smarter in the meantime on the inside corner. Good morning to you. Days away from the wild card rounds. And in my head, Tom, for LA, I had some version of Snell, Glasnow, and Yamamoto. Shohei, you're laughing. Shohei pitched brilliantly, set up to pitch now. Will he? What's his future in this wild card?
Good morning. By the way, this plan has worked perfectly. Getting Shohei back, not just back on the mound, but now at game one effectiveness. I'm talking game one in the playoffs because that's to me what he looks like. Watching him, the way they slow played him, this was all about getting ready to start a postseason game as an ace. And you're seeing it now. It took a while watching Shohei on that slow play back because they limited his pitch counts. They got him out early. They gave him extra days of rest. It all worked, though, because when you watched him throw last night, you saw a different pitcher. 16 swings and misses, 9 on the four-seam fastball. It's the second highest of his career, and he hit 101 for the fourth time this month. That's the first time in his career he's hit 101 4 times in a month. This is what I saw. A guy pitching off his fastball. Falls behind here, but watch the way he's going to bully hitters with his fastball. They know it's coming. He's going to double up on it. He's going to triple up on it. How about a fourth fastball in a row, and Mariano's behind it? Again, this is a fastball to me that is alive, coming out of his hand with a lot of life on it. Breaking ball misses first pitch. That's Perdomo, great fastball hitter. Fastball late. Fastball can't pull the trigger late. How about another fastball, and he's late again? This was eye-opening to watch Shohei pitch off the fastball. Look at this. That's the 101.2. Easy gas for Shohei. Not done yet. I thought he did a great job here. Even behind on the count, which he is here, 3-0. All right, doesn't give me strike there. But 3-1, fastball count again. He's still going to beat hitters with his fastball on fastball counts. He did it all night. We had not seen this version. Here now he's at 89. This is pitch number 90. Season high for him. And look at the velo. Essentially 100 miles an hour. The way he held this stuff, but more importantly, the way he pitched off his fastball to me, it's a different Ohtani. By the way, once he starts this postseason game, he's going to hit leadoff. These are the only pitchers who have not hit ninth in a postseason game. Babe Ruth,
8th, 6th.
hit 6th. Shohei will be leading off, and I believe throwing game 1 for the Dodgers in the NLDS.
Wow.
Okay, game 1, you got all those pitchers, right? But he will be on 6 days of rest, which is perfect for him. Creature of routine, the way he pitched, he's my game 1 starter. It's no offense to Blake Snell and Tyler Glasnow and Yamamoto. They have tremendous options, but I think it starts with Shohei the way.
Wait, and that's in the NLDS, so you already have them getting past the wild card round in a 3-game
well, I mean,
series.
No wild card. Wild card. Do
okay.
That. Now they could. I thought originally they might piggyback with someone behind him, but watching him last night holding his stuff to 90 pitches, he's full go. There's no governors anymore.
I remember 2 months ago, he'd go 3 innings, Tom, and I thought there's so much more. He has so much more. It was all by design. Yep, those 3 games as of now will be in L.A. So either the Mets, Reds, or Diamondbacks would travel to Dodger Stadium. Of course, that could change. You prefer, a perfect world, for those games to be in your house. How much do you feel like that matters now?
Way less than we do.
Why is that?
We talk about home field advantage all the time. It's such an advantage.
It's
you want to
fun for us.
fight for that higher seed. But if you go back under the 12-team format in the postseason, I went back to all the years in different formats. The winning percentage for home teams keeps going down the more the field grows. That orange line is the regular season numbers. You can see that's going down slightly. But
why,
postseason, it's less. I think there's less of a gap between the quality teams. We have no 100-win teams again for a second straight year. Here's the numbers for you. Whatever round you're talking about, especially to me the wild card. Remember that was set up so that you were penalized as the lower seed. You have to play entirely on the road. That's not playing out that way. Now it's 3 years, I get it, but that's still 4 games there. It's a big sample size here. The postseason is so crazy, Lauren. The number 6 team in the last 3 years, number 6 seed, has won as many games as the number 1 seed. The last team in has won as many postseason games as the number 1 seed. Here are my home field advantages if you want to believe in it, and I think for some teams it does. Philly with their left-handed power in that ballpark, absolutely. Seattle, you can't tell me something magical is not happening there in Seattle. They have some incredible vibe here. They're rolling with that home field advantage. Blue Jays, the ballpark has a tremendous vibe since they renovated that ballpark. Don't discount the Dodgers. They've been tough to take out in the postseason. And I couldn't really choose between the Padres and the Brewers, both of them trying to win the first World Series.
All right, now let's jump into your Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yes.
Getting set to defend its crown.
I saw this week. I've been watching baseball my whole life. Mm-hmm. It's and I've seen a lot. I've seen Kirk Gibson's home run. I saw the Big Red Machine in person.
Oh my God.
I've been really lucky and I've seen a lot. But I cannot believe that I witnessed a man pitch 5 no-hit innings using only about 58 pitches, and then the same man hit his 50th home run of the year. It's like you just can't believe that is possible.
Rob, we talked about that the next day on this program, and the manner in which we talked about it is that people take it for granted now from him, that this is a unicorn. He threw 5 no-hit innings.
Threw 100 miles an hour.
Stays in the game, and then pokes his 50th home run out of the yard. And it's just like, oh, okay, that's Shohei Ohtani.
And a moonshot.
It's unreal.
Anybody will tell you, the sound of his bat is unlike anybody that you've ever heard. And it's true. The first time I went and saw him live, that's what I was struck by. And I talked to Dave Roberts afterward. I go, is it just me? He goes, no, I've never heard anything like it.
Well, in the night where last Friday night when Kershaw had his last regular season start there, Ohtani comes up after Kershaw leaves the game. Next half inning, he's up. Robbie Ray's on the mound. He's a Cy Young Award winner of his own right. And he threw something, like, was it 95, 96,
inside and up.
And he poked it down the left field line for a 3-run jack, and then Mookie Betts comes up the next at bat. And then, by the way, later in the game, Freeman knocks in Ohtani and doubles and gets Betts to third. And I was looking at it. I mean, is that $500 million on the base paths?
Yeah,
right there.
By the way, do you remember when the ownership signed Ohtani? Everybody was like clutching their pearls about it. They've made that they made the investment back, I believe, within 4 months, just in terms of the new revenue from advertisers.
Sure. Well, they're not paying him till I think 21.
Yeah, that'll be studied. That'll be studied forever.
He's like, yeah, give it to me in a 401k. You know what I mean? Like it's unlike anything. But who's relieving? Would you want Ohtani to come out of the pen, Rob Lowe? Look at me giving you a specific baseball question of
you can't have him come out of the pen because he'd have to be in the bullpen, being ready, and he's going to be batting. So just that alone you can't do.
I guess you'd have to warm him up after could he homer? How about this?
I'd rather see.
This would be great in a baseball playoff game.
Right.
Ohtani homers. Chris, back me up. I don't think we've ever seen this, TJ, right?
I don't think it's ever existed. Homers.
He homers, and as he rounds home plate, he then runs to the bullpen
to warm
up to save the game he just gave the Dodgers to a lead.
That could happen.
Let's do it.
Wouldn't that be a first? Because he's just like, hey, I'm not up for another 8 batters.
No, if he's not up for another 8 batters.
And he just homers to give him the lead.
Okay.
Goes around home plate and then runs, doesn't go to the dugout. Or he does the dugout. He'll high five everybody. Yeah. Then hop out of the other end and run out to the bullpen. What do you think?
I think that's a possibility.
Let's do it. Make it happen.
That's so fun.
It's stupid. Yeah. But we cannot sit here and say that is out of the realm of
possibility. Not out of the realm. It's not.
Non-zero chance.
Right?
That's right.
Yeah.
It's going to be so fun.
God, how amazing would that be?
Cannot wait.
Unless you're the Padres. You know what I mean? Or you're one of those teams that would be on the business end of something like that.
Yeah, the Padres clinched last night. They're in.
They're in. Okay. The Phillies are pretty damn good. The Brewers are pretty good.
Phillies are good. The Brewer. I like the Brew Crew. I'm a big Brew Crew fan.
Are you really? What? Because you're from Gorman Thomas days or something like that?
Gorman Thomas.
How about that name? I just went old school.
You would just wake up and he'd be leading the leagues in home run. You'd be like, who?
I know.